Okay, greetings, salutations, good day, and hi, you guys and gals. Welcome to the finale of PhaseCar Season 2. Only 3 rounds left in the championship. We'll have rounds at the Lausitzring on the streets of Adelaide and in Fundidora Park in Monterrey in Mexico. We'll have a brief look at the points as they stand, and Jelly maintains quite a large points lead. She scored back-to-back wins, but in rounds 11 and 12, faltered completely. That's why her lead is only 52 points. Jelly on 255. Amy Isami, who finished runner-up at Jerez, is on 203 points, 52 behind Jelly. Makina Arena is third with 194. Mumu 192. Grand Pico at 190. That's your top 5. Fun fact, if you look closely, it looks like Amy and Kimamiya Rie are the only drivers who have managed to score in all 12 rounds so far. Woo! Unfortunately, we are still points critical. If you know what it means by that, then great. Just leave it to yourself. No spoiling in the commentary. No spoiling in the live chat. You'll know, everyone will know it when they see it, and yeah. So even if Jelly even if Jelly has enough points to clinch the title before the final round, that doesn't confirm. That might not necessarily confirm her title. I still need to check the points just in case. Okay, yeah. 5 drivers already out of championship contention. Lumi, Rooney, Dizzy, Syed, and Ayaseyu. Okay. Let's go ahead and say hello once again to Adak. Hi again.
Well, we have a pretty dominant championship based on what we're seeing in races, but it's all come crashing down. Well, it's about to come crashing down due to, of course, Jelly Hoshiomi won 2 races in a row, and she finished outside the points 2 races in a row. So I feel like, based on the trend so far, the other contenders should be able to catch up to Jelly's massive gap. It's still over a race win away, but I absolutely feel that the form that Jelly Hoshiomi is currently at right now, I believe she might be able to get herself back on form, but we also wanted to pay attention to the other contenders like Amy Isami, Arena, Muyu, Grand Pico, etc., who are still very much in the hunt for the title. Can't really tell about the other ones, but whatever the case is, I'm just excited about the next races, Lausitz, Adelaide, and Monterrey. And fortunately, due to the fact that this is a finale, I should be available for all 3 races. So let's get Lausitz underway. But before that, let's give you all a bit of an introduction. So Lausitzring, owned by Dekra. You know, it's a racetrack here in Lausitz, which is around eastern part of Germany, well, northeast Germany. It is around the borders of Poland. It hosts a lot of DTM and EDAC GT Masters. Well, it's mostly a host for Germany's top racing leagues. But it has hosted other series like Champ Car and A1GP and all of that stuff. And we're racing in the sprint circuit. 12 corners in total and only around 3.5 kilometers, or right around just over 2 miles. Can't wait to see how this track looks.
Yeah, we're going to be racing on the sprint layout. I'm curious to see how it's raced. Yeah, it's different from this Grand Prix layout, so which has this extensive part. We're not going to use that. We're going to use the sprint layout. All right, let's get to the show on the road, the finale of PhaseCar Season 2, Round 13. That's Lausitz, load.
Well, I'm just very much intrigued there. I was shocked when I looked at the VODs. Jelly Hoshiomi finishing outside the points. Kokoromo Memory getting her win after being very dry at Brands Hatch and Sebring. Nice to see some upsets, and essentially the championship's being turned on its head. Only 2 members have won more than one race, Remilio Nefis and Jelly Hoshiomi, which absolutely shows you how close this has been for all drivers except Jelly Hoshiomi, which prior to the two races where she didn't finish, well, at Sebring and Jerez, she has an average finish, based on my calculations, of around almost 5. But anyways, let's get on board an onboard lap here in Lausitz.
Ready for the first few turns?
All right, you can see here, coming into the first few corners here, it is actually a pretty tight section. It's a basically medium speed layout as you're getting yourself back onto the oval section before this right hand, or rather left hand corner, another slow corner. So the first sector here is punctuated by essentially medium to slow speed corners, but here's this long right hander. I believe this is around turn 7. And here's this long back straight for you to probably make an overtaking opportunity. That corner beforehand, you could probably get a good exit for an overtaking chance, maybe. Here's the left-hander, double apex. So you might want to watch where you need to place your car. And then flatter around here, and then into turn 10. Another slow section here, and then another hairpin turn 11. And then you're back onto the oval section here in turn 12. It's not really that banked, all things considered. But that should be a lap here in Lausitz. Of course, it is hosted Champ Car races. It's currently hosting DTM and ADAC GT Masters. But we'll see how these races will go, and especially if there are any drivers who absolutely prefer racing on these slow corners.
All right. Thank you for the track preview of the Lausitz Sprint Circuit. Now let's go ahead and end qualifying, see who will get pulled for this race, see where each of the 27 PhaseCar drivers will start. Grid us, please. And,
well.
Okay.
We have drivers setting a 112.981. Makina Arena gets her pole position. Based on our stats here, she has not grabbed a pole position throughout the entire season until today.
Ooh, Jelly.
Where Jelly Hoshiyumi, though, is currently in 6th.
Amy.
Oh, yeah, and yeah, Amy Sami also pretty inside the top 10. Looking at Makina Arena, who's currently on pole position. Mumuyu, not even in this list. Well, inside the top 13, that is. Graham Pico, also not in this list. So much of a, what do we call... And Tema Miami, though, in 3rd place.
Wow.
Which is... So anyways, as we're about to introduce everyone to the starting grid, Makina Arena is in pole position with DC Dokuro in 2nd, Tema Miami 3rd. Ramil NF is 4th with... Rinko Shelia 5th, Jelly Hoshiyumi, your championship leaders in 6th, Pipkin Pippa 7th with Amy Sami 8th, Rooney Roos 9th, Kanika Lumi 10th, Chisaka Airi 11th, with 12th place going to ISEU, Hikanari Hina 13th, Kaminari Clara 14th, Mumuya 15th, Himemiya Ria is in 16th, Kanagi Loki is in 17th, Fujikara Uruka 18th, Utatane Nasa in 19th, and Kokoromo Memory rounds out the top 20. Komachi Paco 21st with Grand Pico 22nd, whoosh. Hakushika Yuri is in 23rd, and Marmani 24th, Shisui Michiru 25th, Amanagawa Shina is in 26th, and Sayasai Rocks in 27th. Well, we have a pretty interesting grid here. Lots of the championship contenders inside the top 10. Looking at Jiro Shiomi, Amy Sami, Makina Arena, who just set herself on pole position. And also, just wanted to point out, also Tema Miami as well. So I can't wait to see how this race plays out. Especially, I want to pay attention to if we get to see Jelly maintaining her gaps.
Yeah, pretty good start, 3rd row for the Phase Invader and current points leader. Let's see if we can probably get out of the points critical situation we're in, as we have a Chrono in the chat. Hello there.
And
glad you can make
also
it.
Please, also to remember the reminder to not spoil the points critical situation. Please, I think this is a good practice to remind the chat in the chat.
Yeah, we got racing to worry about. If you know what it means by points critical, then keep it to yourself. If you know, then that's great, and you know what I'm referring to. We just need to worry about the races first. All right, let's load the music and get things underway here in Lausitz for round 13.
All right, Dad, let's get yourself hyped up. There we got Makina Arena on pole position. Dad.
All right, thank you, Adak. Here come the red lights. Soon they'll turn green, and we'll be underway here. Round 13 at Lausitz. is underway. Here we go. Here comes the sprint into the first turn.
And it's a pretty interesting affair. Oh, I think there
Lots of
are.
front
Oh,
wing.
there's lots of cars flying though. But Makina Arena manages to stay in there. Hakushika Yori. And at this time we have Sheena and Uruka rubbing tires at turn 3, Cybots. And into turn 4, Remilia Lefes has already lost her front wing. And coming into turn 5, now side by side with Leah, Tema Miami maintains a pretty... Also, what's Arena doing with a massive gap though in the lead? Tema Miami now up into second ahead of DC Dokuro. Jelly Hoshiomi still inside around the top 5, which is very interesting. Oh, cars
Watch
flying! That's Michiru.
touching grass. We don't want to see anyone do that.
Actually, some of us might actually need to touch grass, but we'll talk about that later. Meanwhile, looking into more battles here. As we just want to take a look into the others who are currently racing, making an Arena having a massive gap. I believe she already has over a second of a gap over Tema Miami, who is currently hellbent on defending second place over Dokuro. Speaking of which, where is the likes of essentially Jelly right now? Currently in 5th place. Oof.
Amy, one spot behind.
And
Arena,
right now,
Tenma, Dizzy, your top 3. Go ahead.
Alright, Isami really needs to essentially get Jelly Hoshiumi though. She really needs to stay ahead of her for the remaining 3 races. Remilia Nefes, of course, having to serve her pit lane activities. As she, more
Panko.
carnage at the back. Komachi Panko lost it, he basically went off wide and got herself spun out. But fortunately, she's back in it. Fortunately, as for the attrition levels. The attrition levels have remained relatively low compared to other races, but Grand Pico has no rear wing, and that's going to absolutely harm her championship hopes.
And same for memory. Just basically got bamboozled by one of the drivers. Let's look at the replay.
Yeah, Kokoro Memory. After getting out of the oval once again, she got rear-ended by Muyu, who's also in a championship battle right now. Not sure what she's doing there at the back of the field, but I don't think that's going to absolutely help her championship aspirations now that she's also lost her front wing.
Yeah. Irie, likewise, losing her rear wing.
Ooh, lots of parts flying off. I can't imagine though having to fork out an extra few $100,000 every single race to essentially replace all of these broken parts. But fortunately, if these parts can be manufactured for cheap, then I'd say that you could probably reduce costs, because sometimes a racing series IRL can be ruined if the drivers are very much reckless on their equipment, especially if not just on a racing series, but also racing teams too. But anyways, looking at the front of the field, Arena is still in control. Tema Miami has now finally caught up to her just a bit. The top 10 have a massive gap over 11th on back right now. I believe the gap is around 7 seconds.
Or a little over 5 at the moment, but still a significant gap.
I think you want to know why. Caminari Clara has no front wing, and she is not yet to come into the pit. She currently has a wounded car.
Rampico just now coming out. Rie, likewise. Now Rie, one of 2 drivers who have scored in all races so far, but it's not looking too good for her currently.
Oh, someone's going off! That's Grand Pico once again. She got out of the pits.
Oh no! Not now! Come on, that is just
absolutely horrible.
Rude re-entry right there.
Yeah, If you could see how Grand Pico rejoined the track and basically didn't know where she was, and she collected other cars, and unfortunately again Rooney Roos got roosed once again. When will this horrible luck ever end? I mean, you'd be asking the same questions too.
So that's more drivers coming in to the pits.
Caminera Clara already in the pits. That should mean we should have a bit more variations. Well, at the very least, the new 11th place driver being able to catch at the 10th place, but you can see how the gap is right now. As we now get to see the 6th place. Oh, that's Grand Pico and Amane. What's going on there?
They are going into pit lane. Grand Pico just doesn't know what she's doing here.
I think it's mostly Erica Mane just on the outside line, as Grand Pico was on the inside line, but then Grand Pico decided that she needs to go into the pits. But for Grand Pico, of course, who's currently inside the top 5, I'm not mistaken, she is going to have to serve this pit lane once again, and that's going to lose her even more time, and this will mean that she will lose more positions. She is going to go down a lap or two, and that's not going to absolutely help her championship aspirations.
Marina being behind one of the almost lapped cars. Tenma catching up.
Yeah, on board Tenma Miami. Of course, Tenma Miami, as we mentioned, the Forever 19 member from PhaseCar Connect, as she's now gonna look into the gaps, looking into Arena, as she's now being blocked by Irie. Tenma Miami is also gonna be looking very nice for her next win.
Whoa!
She's already
dangerous.
won at Arena. I mean, a pretty dangerous pass there over Irie, but you can see Tenma Miami just keeping her wits about, as Miami now looks to find a way past Irie coming into the exit of turn 5, but as Ari continues to block Miami, Arena's gonna be laughing all the way into the bank as she manages to open up the gaps.
There's another car in the way in Pipkin Pippa.
Yeah, and also we have Tenma Miami now finally clearing the lap car of Ari, and now Pipkin's gonna be the next roadblock.
Yeah, Tenma was just able to clear Irie.
Ooh, you can see here McKenna Arena currently in the lead of this race after scoring that pole position. Pipkin Pippa now causing a lot of trouble as Arena now has to shuffle it around the outside, going back into the oval at turn 11. Oh, watch out though for Tenma Miami, as Jolene Hoshiumi now is about to be blocked by Rooney Roos. Tenma Miami has a good chance though to make her move down the inside turn 1.
Keeping an eye on Tenma at the moment. Approaching the critical turn 1. Pippa getting out of the way. So now the chase is on for Tenma against Arena. I'm going to quick look at things so far. Not looking too good here with the points criticality. If you know, you know. Let's check the times here. 1:14, 1:16, 1:16, mainly 1:16s. The times recorded.
Well, we are expecting a 1:14 to return though for Arena, as she's now basically home free. Looking into Tenma Miami, she is gonna try her absolute best to get herself back in contention for this race lead, but although the gaps are still under a second, Arena currently still has lots of control so far. Speaking of which, Jelly Hoshiumi is in 3rd place.
Well,
which not sure what happened there, but if you can see the replay of what happened to Hoshiumi, but it looks
it's too late there.
Yeah, she got rear-ended by someone, I believe, and it looks to me that she's gonna have to serve another. She probably needs to go into the pit lane, but I don't think she's going to the pit lane.
Yeah, she missed the entry to pit lane and has to go out for another lap without the rear wing. Lumi is entering pit lane.
And if you know what...
No wings. Mumuyu also entering.
Yeah, and Jelly Hoshiumi, she is gonna drop points as it stands right now. Her car is pretty much wounded. Even though she is running in 3rd place, she has lost a good amount of time to the top 2. If you want to see the gaps right now between Tenma Miami and Jelly, it's at 17 seconds, now opening up to 18 seconds as she continues to lose a lot of time. You see how much she has to hold back. If she takes the corner normally, she will lose the rear immediately, owing to the fact that there's no rear downforce.
Yeah. It may be a third consecutive race with little to no score for the Phase Invader after basically showing big control in the first 10 rounds, including back-to-back wins. But R-Factor parity is starting to come into play here as the top two are being interweaved with some lapped cars.
Yeah, currently Isami is currently being sandwiched between two lap cars. Isami currently running in second place, but she is going to go down a lap once again to the leaders. Now Leah is going to cause trouble to Arena and Tema Miami, possibly more so towards Arena, as she really needs to pull away against Tema Miami. Currently, as it stands right now, Makina Arena is 61 points. And as it stands right now, if Jelly Hoshimi doesn't score any points this race, then we are going to be seeing the gap drop down from 61 to 10.
Oh, Makina Arena.
Yeah,
being strong here.
This is assuming actually Jelly Hoshimi doesn't score any points, but right now she is still hanging around in. Oh, Jelly Hoshimi now finally comes in to serve her pit stop. How long will her stop be, as she has already got her car serviced? Not sure where she is right now. Here's Rico Shelia. Here's Arena. She's about to go a lap down, but she's still on a lead lap.
Jelly barely still holding on to the lead lap in 10th. Didn't lose much in the way of positions.
Looks like the gap between Jelly Hoshimi and Amy and Makina Arena are set to go down to 22 points as it stands. Oh, and Arena! Oh, just as we thought, just as we have feared, she has now lost the lead to Tema Miami, who is actually at around 87 points from essentially Jelly Hoshimi. And you saw how the incident developed there. Now Leah has no rear wing, Arena has no front wing. But right now the hope for all neutrals is to see if Jelly Hoshimi is able to continue as it stands right now. But right now where Jelly is right now, Jelly is currently struggling still based on what I'm seeing, as she's currently down in 12th.
12th, still barely within the lead lap, with Leah wounded.
Yeah, I think she's already cleared by Tema Miami. Okay, Tema Miami is gonna try to make a mark here, as she now currently holds the lead of this race. She will mostly gain only 50 points over the stricken Jelly, as now we see Tema Miami now clearing the lap car. Arena is gonna have her car serviced.
2 drivers, 2 down, and just 10 drivers within the lead lap. And it's going to be a big lead for Tenma. The next driver down is almost 18 seconds behind.
So right now we are going to be taking a look into the other drivers at the back. Fujisaka Uruka currently pretty down there. Fujikara Uruka, yeah, it's Fujikara Uruka, apologies there. Uruka now having this pretty interesting train of cars though. Rie, Loki, and also based on one, I'm just gonna double check here, Kokoromo Memory, who won at Jerez, surprisingly enough.
Still barely within the points as it stands at 18 in the points for this race.
Oh, someone's gonna go down the inside.
Careful there.
That's Memory against Loki. Oh, there's contact as Uruka has to watch out against Rie. Oh, you also see the tire. You see how the tire is being banged, and if you bang the wrong tires, then you're gonna be sent flying. I'm just gonna be real with you here.
At first, I thought I saw Loki lose her front wing, but no, it's still intact right there.
Oh, and here comes PhaseCar around the outside.
Challenging against Ember. Pippa stays behind though.
Oh, something happening though at turn 1. I think someone stopped. I think 2 cars have stopped. The 7th place car has stopped. Looking at Hakushiki Yori. Ooh, let's see the replay. We'll see the replay. Hurry up.
Too late about the replay.
But it looks to me that she was slammed. She was slammed into turn 1. Someone absolutely broke way too late, hitting the left rear of Yuri. And now she is gonna be a non-factor. Well, she is not gonna take any further part in this race, unfortunately. Oof.
Oh dear. This is not looking too good.
Oh man, we got multiple drivers a lap down due to the sheer amount of collisions in our factor. How many more cars are currently still on the lead lap? Where is Jelly Hoshiumi in all this? She is now a lap down, but I'm just gonna say this to you: if there's gonna be lots more incidents coming around as we are now coming into the final stages of this race. Tema Miami is gonna be set to win her second this season. Well, at very least.
Provided she doesn't run into any problems in these last 5 minutes. Still lots of action going on in such a short amount of time.
And you can see here the field is just scattered everywhere with the amount of incidents that we have seen. As for levels of attrition, the levels of attrition have remained pretty high, but only one car has already retired, and that's Hakshiki Yori. Hakshika Yori, who is currently falling down the order and will be credited with a 27th place finish.
Yeah.
As Tema Miami continues her run.
Still with a massive lead to her name. Starting to deal with some traffic, though.
Just wanted to point out a few more things, actually. So, if you want to talk about ibuprofen, do you think all of these members need ibuprofen?
I think Tylenol is acetaminophen, not to ibuprofen, but either's fine. Yeah, I think yeah, ibuprofen sounds easier to say.
So now Tema Miami is gonna clear Kaminari Clara. Let's just hope that there's no trouble for the leader as she now peels into the inside. No problems there, but you can see here Isami, who's currently down in multiple positions. But you can see here Tema Miami is the only biggest gainer here, the only big gainer, as she is going to be set to gain maybe 40 points over Jelly Hoshiumi, who's currently, where's Jelly right now?
Still in the top 10, actually. The best of the drivers who are at least one down so far.
Yeah, so we are just going to be seeing if Jelly Hoshiumi manages to stay in. Oh, Pokemon and Rie joining back onto the track there based on precedence. We thought that it's going to go down into a mess, and you can see here's NASA having to crash land into the pits.
Actually 3 down. But may as well go ahead of Iori.
Ooh, Tema Miami making collision with Amane, but Tema Miami manages to stay in right now. By the way, Dag, you have the sound effects ready for Tema Miami just in case?
Yeah.
All right, let's just hope to have these sounds play as she crosses the line. But right now, we still have around 2 minutes to go in this race. And based on my calculations, we should have about 2 laps to go.
Yeah. We are heading into the penultimate lap here. Ready the Tylenol, just in case.
So we are just going to be seeing Chisaka Airi now coming back. Lots of the child contenders falling off. The only one that maintains any sort of relevancy has been Tema Miami. Looking at Jelly Hoshiumi, though, who's managed to limit the damage in her championship run so far. As it stands right now on this last road course race of the season, just wanted to remind everyone that because the last 2 races are actually going to be in street courses. Jelly Hoshiumi is going to have her points gap be cut down to still maybe around. What's Amy Isami just in case?
Amy's one position ahead of Jelly at the moment.
Yeah. So as it stands right now, the gaps are going to be cut down from 52 to 50. Still, that would mean that Amy Sami should essentially put herself back into title contention. If the points are at if you're only 50 points behind the leader coming into the final race, you should still have a pretty decent shot of winning.
White flag is up for Tenma.
And what a gap! Looking at the gaps, though, you saw the gaps 20 seconds be ahead of Hikanari Hina. But Ramila Nefes is also in 6th place. Makina Arena 7th. Amy Sami 8th. All are ahead of Jelly Hoshiumi, by the way. All these 4 drivers should be able to close down the gap as much as they can towards Jelly. And if Jelly has yet another stinker coming into Adelaide, then oh my goodness, basically the gates are gonna be open soon.
Yeah, what was a big gap is just about closing in. Tenma
Time has reached 0.
basically dominating the rest of the race after Arena's slight blooper. Just clean final turns and she'll be home free. And
she has woken up.
Her second win of the month. That will do it. Tenma Miami is your winner here in Lausitz.
Well, Forever 19 is the magic number for Tenma Miami, and she has now used it once again to great effect as she now gets herself a second win of the season. Her first win, of course, coming in way back at, I just want to double check the names, Detroit.
Hina second, Loki third. That's your top 3 as they stand.
Oh, Cyrox is in Cyrox is in 4th or 4.
Jelly's done. We'll get no better than 9th.
And
so
as it stands right now,
we will. Go ahead.
Yes, for the battle for the top 2 is going to close in very, very rapidly. Tenma Miami is going to probably go up into the top 5. Grand Pico is going to fall down. Isami and Arena are in a serious position to get themselves inside the top 3 still. But Jelly Hoshiyumi's gap, I believe, based on my predictions, is going to close down only slightly. I think it's only going to be dropping down to 50.
Well, great. Amy has to pit. So gotta get my fast forward button ready unless she crosses the line, and she does. So this race is over and out.
Oh. All right, so let's cover down the results. Tenma Miami, the non-Canadian PhaseCar member, is your winner. Hikanari Hina 2nd, Kanagi Loki 3rd, Cyrox 4th, Amanagawa Shina 5th, Ramelian F is 6th, Makina Arena is in 7th, Amy Sami 8th, Jelly Hoshiomi 9th, and Fujikura Uruka rounds out the top 10. Kokoromo Memories in 11th, ISAU 12th, with Komachi Panko 13th, Rinko Shelia 14th, with Kaneka Lumi 15th, with Ember Amani 16th, Dizzy Dokuro is in 17th, with Pipkin Pippa 18th, Mumuyu 19th, and Himime Miyaria is in the last of the top 20 positions. Rooney Roos 21st, with Shisui Michiru 22nd, Grand Pico 23rd, coming down into the final 4 positions. And we have, of course, Kaminari Clara 24th, Chisaka Airi 25th, Utadani Nasa 26th, and of course, the only retirement on this race, Hakushika Yori is in 27th.
Will the pain and suffering ever end?
Yeah, that's the big question there. If you have been following Rooney Roos throughout, not the season that she has been hoping for this season, but for all the other drivers, especially if you are Jelly Hoshiyumi, you're just enjoying this run of form, from the first 10 races of the season. But right now, Jelly Hoshiyumi's season is currently crashing down, and she needs to prevent her ship from capsizing soon. But we'll have to see how it works.
Let's see. Did I get the numbers? Did I get the standings right? I need to do it again. let's see.
Oh, and by the way, I just wanted to check. I just want to check the numbering here. It
14.
looks like there are no 08. Looks like there is no 08 in the field based on what I'm seeing. It's all from 01 to 28. Can you care explain us the details?
You now remember for Yuri.
Oh yes. Oh yeah. Ooh, retired numbers.
No,
Man,
yeah,
we get.
uh, um, yeah. Did I get the numbers right? I may need to retype. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Hold on, I need to redo what happened. I need to redo the point standings. Loki, Saya, Sheena, Remy, Arena, Amy, Jelly finished 9th, of course. Ruka, Memory, Panko, Lumi, Ember. Hold on, Panko, and then Leah, and then Lumi, Ember, Dizzy, and yeah. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
And
So let's get the results underway. We would like to see the championship standings.
yeah, just I need to make sure it looks correct. And yes, sadly, it looked correct. And oh god, oh dear. Yeah, the criticality is even more critical.
Ooh dear. Right now we are going to be saving the points criticality issue for last. But for now, the Transfer Championship standings, though, it is closing down. We should have at the very least 3 title contenders. If the points, if round 14 is the final race, then we should at the very least still have 4 title contenders remaining. Well, at least that's from what I'm seeing. But Dag, I want to hear your thoughts.
Yeah, it's been one of these seasons. I don't even know what to say. I'm curious to see how it goes in Assetto Corsa in July. I'm ready to transfer over to that game very soon.
All right. So, Dag looks like. Just want to remind everyone that Dag's brain is fried from all of the championship contenders losing out, as of course the VTRP values in having multiple drivers being competing until the very end. So, Dag, let's take a short break before we head over into Adelaide.
Actually, I want to see what happened to Hina first. I want to see the replay of that blooper. That's no, Iori. What happened to Iori? And then we'll take a break.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it looks to me that she got rear-ended into turn 1. That's why, based on the location and the fact that her rear end is, rear left has been sheared off. So let's see how it looks.
All right, here is Iori, and yeah, here is her busted car, and yeah, this is what happened to her. Basically, got rear-ended by Penko. It looks like, yeah, Penko, yeah, right there. That's the incident that cost Iori the race.
Let's see the onboard views just in case, though, on who essentially rear-ended her, just in case. Yeah, let's see the driver previously, Komachi Panko. Let's go on board. Ooh!
That was a hard hit.
It's even worse. You see the onboard. Komachi Panko didn't even attempt to slow down. I think she did slow down, but not as much as Yuri. Yuri was just very, very cautious, and Komachi Panko, on the other hand, was just barreling down into turn 1 since she had no brakes. And play again.
Yeah, got as high as almost 200 miles per hour on this straightaway, and then upon impact, let's see, was around around 100 in the 130s. Yeah.
Yeah, you saw how little Komachi Banko slowed down into turn 1, and that explains everything. Ooh.
All right. So that's the incidents. Now let's take a break for a few moments. I'm gonna reset the stream and then take a break for a couple moments, and then we will head on over to Adelaide for the penultimate round of the championship. All right, see you all in a few minutes.
By then.
All right, see ya. See you in a bit. Hello again, welcome back here in the PhaseCar season finale, and oh jeez Louise, it's only the first series of the year, and a lot of crazy shit has been happening, but we still gotta mosey on over. We still got 2 races. Race results will still count, just in case. Race results will still count, even if championship points may end up falling by the wayside. Now, let's go on ahead to Adelaide.
By the way, I just wanted to remind everyone, nice to see we are going to be racing in Australia. The second last of the circuits here. We are going to be racing in the shorter Adelaide circuit. We're not going to be using the longer course that has been used in Formula 1. Of course, it's only around 2 miles in length, 3.2 kilometers. We're looking at a race lap record of maybe under a minute, but we'll see how it goes from there. As at DAG, let's load.
Went ahead and loaded because you said the magic word. Load. Okay, very good. Let's go here.
All right, so we are just going to check around what's going on in the world of, So we are going to go on board with Tema Miami, the previous race winner. So if you can just please fast forward for a while. Okay, that's enough. On board. As we're going to exit the final corner, which is one of the slowest corners on track. Here's the main straight. Coming into turn 1, use the billboard as your reference point. Watch out for the curbs. They're very, very high into the first 3 corners. And then coming into turn 4, into Wakefield, it's a 90-degree corner here. You probably need to take it around first or second gear due to just how tight it is. That's turn 5, and then turn 6 and 7 will be another one of your 90-degree right-hand corners. And then coming to turn 7, flat out here in Bartels Road. Watch out though for turn 9, as it's a pretty sharp kink with no runoff. So if you make a mistake there, you're done. And I think it's just about flat out here, coming into the Brabham Straight, into turn 11, into the Decatville Hairpin, another first gear corner, into Race Course 12, 13, and then 14, and then you're coming in back onto the actual circuit area. Flight King turn 15 before you have to slam on the brakes for the final corner in the Mistral Hairpin. And that should be a lap here in Adelaide, as we're gonna get the qualifying simulated. Dak?
Yes, very nice track. Let's go ahead and end the qualifying and see how it is with everyone here. And yeah, we'll have to stick to that.
Oh dear!
Stick to that.
Oh dear! Oh dear!
Oh dear! What seems to be the problem?
Oh, we got Jelly Hoshiumi's in 5th. Jelly Hoshiumi's in 5th. Ramila and F is 7th. Only these two are inside the top 10, as the other title contenders are currently down.
Let's have a rundown of the entire starting field.
All right, so we have Onagawa Shina on pole position, Fujikawa Uruka 2nd, Hakushiki Yuri is in 3rd, Utatani Nasa 4th, Jelly Hoshiomi 5th, Kaminari Clara 6th, Ramila and F is 7th with Ember Amani 8th, and then 9th place going to Kokoroba Memory and Rinko Ashelia inside the top 10. 11th place goes to Hikanari Hina with Rooney Roost 12th, Sky Sarox 13th, Tema Miami 14th, Makina Arena 15th, Kaneka Lumi 16th, Mimiya Rie 17th, Grand Pico 18th, Amy Sami 19th, and Kanagi Loki is in 20th. 21st, of course, is Shisui Michiru with Disudokuro 22nd, ISU 23rd, Komachi Panko 24th, Chisaka 25th, Perican Peppo 26th, Mumuya 27th, and that should be it. Sheena is your pole sitter, so we're just going to add the notes.
Notes have been noted. Everyone is gridded up, and we are set to go. Sheena, of course, at pole.
So we are going to see if this...
Yeah.
So before we're about to get this race underway, with only Jelly Hoshiumi inside the top 5, inside the top 10 in this race, I'm not sure about how this goes. If Jelly Hoshiumi gets involved in an accident, then then it's going to open the door for everyone else to catch up. Kanagi Loki is outside the top 10. Tema Miami is also outside the top 10. So that's going to be a massive, massive question mark to see if the championship could be wrapped up here in Adelaide.
Yes, but not necessarily wrapped up. Remember, we're still PC.
We are still points critical, true. But if in any other series, she should be able to wrap it up here. But of course, we still have this race to deal with. Dak, let's hit the race button.
Here we go. Race button is enabled. I'll make sure I got my settings up. Right, Sheena at pole for this race. Here we go, down under in Adelaide in South Australia. Green lights are lit and they are racing, I suppose. Oh god, I'm worried about how it'll be as we approach the chicanes. I can't stand to watch. I can't.
Oh dear!
Oh, man.
That was a mess. Oh, that's already looming on, and I think that's already 2 cars already slamming into. Yeah, Michiru already making contact. And then there's Airi and there's Sami now out down and about. She was in 3rd place, but now she is currently facing in the face of uncertainty, as we now have the drivers coming into turn 7 and turn 8. Just want to see where is Jelly Hoshiumi in all this.
Had a decent start.
Well, what a way to start this race here in Adelaide. Just drivers missing the first corner entirely, and that's just here comes Sheena now down the inside of NASA though.
Anak, you know what I just realized?
Yeah.
Base Canucks initials are PC, and And the initials for points critical are also PC!
And we are running on a personal computer, so
Holy cow!
PC3.
PC3 indeed!
Anyway, we got Jelly Hoshiyumi thinking of a move against Sheena, and now she's lost out just a bit. As you can see here, Jelly now goes up a position against Clara. Jelly Hoshiyumi just needs to keep this car pointed in the right direction. Just don't get involved into any serious crashes. And now Clara's gonna go back down the inside.
Clara? Where? Okay, there you are.
Clara is getting close though.
My mind is blown at the sudden realization. That's a lot of PC.
Yeah, we are now getting even. Getting even closer to the points criticality situation here in PhaseCar the second season. Isami now having to run the rest of this. Well, run the rest of this line. Oh, close line. That's Muyu.
Watch out.
And as it stands right now, she's gonna be out of title contention.
What happened? Look at the replay.
Oh, you're going 3 wide and hitting the inside wall, trying to go for a gap that doesn't exist. Try to challenge the inner 18th center when the situation just doesn't allow it.
Man, oh man. Early craziness here, ladies and gentlemen. Memory, just suffering from amnesia again.
Yeah, speaking of which, we got lots of drivers still going side by side at the Mistral corner. Speaking of which, as for the leaders here, look at Jelly though, getting very close there to Sheena based on the delta that we have been seeing so far. Jelly Hoshiyumi just really needs to keep that, as I mentioned, keep this car pointed at the right direction. We are now we just started the race though. We've already completed like the first 2 laps, but we are going to be interested to see if Jelly Hoshiyumi should be able to stay where she is though.
On this long straightaway section, interrupted by this dog leg. Still high speed action here.
Just need to take it easy though. Jelly Hoshiyumi probably needs to take a move down the outside,
Bit risky, that will not work.
Yes, she really should stop taking risks though, especially given that she has a massive gap over the rest of the field. The last thing she wants to do is to finish outside the top 15. Because as it stands right now, if there is no points criticality, she will be able to wrap the championship here in Adelaide. But of course, we still have the points criticality issue that's still very much looming here in the Australian streets.
Ruka, helped by that very good start, the jump, leading here, wants to get a second win this month, even though she's out of title contention at the
that's NASA though, making a dive bomb down the inside. NASA. But she messed up her run, but she's still gonna go down the inside though against Uruka.
NASA wanting to get her very first PhaseCar podium, looking pretty good as she's taken over into the lead here. Her distinctive rainbow livery right there. Very nice design.
Oh, and Uruka though having to shove Pipka off of the line. And you see NASA though, she ran off wide. And now Uruka retakes the race lead by intimidating NASA. She, I believe, went off wide in the middle of the corner.
That's a bad move right there.
Right, we have noted on the updates from Azure, as he is going to be making liveries. We are going to plug for another Hall Life Racing series. So a new series is going to be up soon for Hall Life's Aero Racing series. Aero's Hall Life Racing series. As you can see, Amane though going off wide though at turn 1. Remember the high curbs. That's going to cause you a lot of issues if you go over them. So yeah, nice to see a bit of update from Azure based on that information. But for now, let's see if he can complete this in time. But other than that, we still have a massive amount of cars racing though. Speaking of which, where is Tema Miami? In 11th place. Very nice.
pretty good. Just trying to keep safe here as we come down to the last 15 minutes.
Right. Just wanted to check on a few more things here. Right now we have Iori now going down the inside of Iori, who is, I believe, already out of title contention. Down in 13th place at the moment. She still is going to be racing for Pride. Rooney Rose, on the other hand, has a pretty decent race in 8th place. That
doesn't want to screw things up here, just wants to reduce the amount of criticality here.
So we are just going to see if there are any more upsets at the top of the standings, especially at the apex. And speaking of which, Jelly is still leading over Remelia Nefis. And the gap is actually pretty small though. Right now Jelly is maintaining her position where she is right now. We are going to be seeing on board Remelia Nefis. Remelia Nefis just needs to, at the very least, possibly make a problem, cause problems to Jelly. As you see how bold she went down the inside of turn 8, coming into essentially Bartel's Road, and into the Brabham Straight they go. Oh, hits the curve. That doesn't look nice if you don't take it the right way. Jelly Hoshimi needs to really pay attention to her surroundings though, if she doesn't want to get involved with, of course, Remelia Nefis.
The curbs in this track are especially thick and bumpy. Yes, thick with a double C.
Yeah, very high, and if you run over it, you're probably going to cause damage to your car, or worse yet, fly over. We've seen what happens if cars go over these high curbs.
I thought I saw a car would go into pit lane, but no, I was mistaken.
Alright, so back onto the racing situation here. Uruka, NASA, and Sheena are currently in a battle for the top spot.
In pit lane, and it's not looking too
Tenma
good.
Miami.
Not looking too good for Tenma.
Yep, currently not having the race that she's looking for. This race, and as it stands right now, if she loses more time in the pits, then she is going to be out of it. But fortunately, based on what we're seeing here, I like kind of the parity that we're seeing. Like 19 cars within a second, within the 19 seconds within the leader, which is very nice to see, at the very least in the sense of attrition. But other than that, we still have Uruka just maintaining her spot up top. But let's see how far, or rather how long, is she able to stay there. Ooh, something's happening at the third sector, but I'm not sure what is happening.
Don't see much of what's going on here as Uruka goes through this very difficult chicane.
Alright, so we are just going to be checking on a few more things to essentially look into. Alright, but just wanted to check around Yori as the bit rate falls down just a bit. But fortunately, someone's gonna go down the inside. Itami and Pippa, Pick and Pippa, also involved in this battle here. Is watch out for Jelly though.
Watch out for Jelly.
Yeah, Jelly has already overtaken the lap car, and now we get to see Remelia Nefis trying to go down the inside, but she's not close enough to Pick and Peppa. Pick and Peppa is going to probably cause trouble to Jelly.
Causing the turn, a bit of a tap against Pippa.
And that should put Nefis in a position where she can still attack Jelly Hoshiumi into this very tight section here, coming into the race course.
Quite a few tight sections here as we see Amy Isami having one of those days.
And you can see here we now get a bit of a reshuffle in the grid here. Now Remelia Nefis is still in this battle against Jelly Hoshiumi. Oh, the curbs causing more trouble for these cars. They just really need to be careful on those high curbs.
Yeah, side-by-side action certainly not recommended on this part of the circuit.
Amelia Nefis really needs to find some space though to essentially make her move against Jelly, and of course Jelly continues to stay where she is in 4. She is currently in the best position in the house right now to get another good result, but Amelia Nefis, knowing that her championship hopes have already come down to her needing a good result against Jelly, and right now she's behind, but she's now down the inside.
Oh! Oh, Pipkin Pippa. Dangerous there. Let's look at the replay.
As you can see here, Amelia Nefis going down the inside, though Jelly Hoshiumi, the Pipkin Pippa just ran over the back of Jelly. If suddenly Jelly lost her rear wing, what's gonna happen?
Then, of course, all hell will break loose, and we've already seen a whole lot of chaos in these past few weeks.
Alright, so we're now going to see Jelly Hoshiumi just making her run once again, as we are now just going to see if she's able to make her run just like that. But we do have Rooney Roos though. I'm thinking of a very funny permutation here that I probably won't be telling, but if you want me to tell, then...
Watch out.
Ooh! I think it's happening right now. My permutations are currently coming into reality as it stands right now. Rooney Roos trying to cause trouble for Jelly Hoshiumi. And would it be funny though if Rooney Roos causes massive amounts of trouble to Jelly by essentially spinning her out or essentially causing a loss of wings?
That would make this critical situation even more critical, and yeah, just yeah, the nuclear boiler might boil sometime soon, unless we can find a way to cool it down.
And right now, based on what we're seeing here, we should still see a pretty decent championship battle though, even though it's already dropped down to like 10 cars coming into the final 2 races of the season. We have now passed the halfway stage. Uruka and Dokuro running as they are. Muyu in the pit lane. Ashelia and Pipkin Pippa also serving their time in the pits right now.
Yeah, I wanna see someone successfully storm Takeshi's castle. We don't want to have a situation in which there are no winners on the program.
Oosh. But anyways, just wanted to check on a few more things here.
Go ahead.
We still have we have a pretty decent gainer though. Also, and speaking of actually about attrition, this is probably the race with the least attrition that I've seen so far. So I think this is the calmest race that I've seen here in the PhaseCar Championship, the Championship Series. Based on what we're seeing so far, lots of drivers still on the lead lap on this pretty short circuit.
Yeah,
but we still have a pretty competitive battle though inside the top 3.
Yeah, surprising lack of attrition, considering this is a street circuit.
How ironic it looks. Meanwhile, we got Uruka, and then Sheena, and then NASA within 2 seconds of each other. Tema Maimi is gonna cause trouble though, as she's now down outside the top 20, based on my outlook so far. And as it stands right now, Tema Maimi is going to be shoved out of title contention.
Lumi, as you may have seen, spending some time in the pits, as Uruka...
Oh, Tema Maimi though, trying to go down the inside though, I noticed.
Yeah, having to deal with the lap cars in the way. As I was about to say, we've seen instances of high attrition, high crashing outs on...
Oh, Tema Maimi now going off wide, and she's rejoined! Someone flew! Tema Maimi flew!
High attrition on road courses. We had low attrition in the street circuit until this just happened.
but it's still pretty low in the grand scheme of things. Now Tema Miami just hitting it in reverse. Move of the move of the race.
Oh, that was close.
And
oh, that was worse. It's worse off now.
Well, she is gonna need to beat the allegations though. Now that she's lost both of her wings, she's gonna crash down to the ground soon. Now has to clear Cyrox.
Bounced off her like a jelly. Yeah. So yeah, Tenma is not looking too good outside of the top 20.
And speaking of which, just want to remind everyone, Jelly is currently down in 6th place. And also Rooney Roos is in 5th. Remilia Nefis in 4th. But I don't think it's going to be enough though to, if based on what we're seeing here, for her to essentially get herself back into title contention. I don't think it's going to be enough just yet. We are now at just under 4 minutes to go in this race.
We're still leading, but being burdened by, of course, Lumi. Careful there.
Also, just a few more things to note. Jelly is now under pressure from Clara, and of course Ember is also in the hunt against her. So if Jelly loses more positions and Remilia Nefis stays where she is right now, the championship should go down to the wire at Monterrey.
Monterrey, Fundidora Park. Yeah, I expected this championship to go the distance.
Oh, someone's going to go down the inside though. Clara trying to go down the inside.
Goes ahead, but spins it.
Oh, and slams!
Oh, Jelly!
She's lost her front wing! She's lost her front wing!
Oh, man! Clara pulling no punches, and I did mention championship title fight going the distance. Oh, man, what an uppercut.
And now Jelly Hoshimi has to go to the pits, and this will give hope for the remaining title contenders. We're looking at Amy Sami and Remilia Nefis and possibly Makina Arena, who's looking to essentially revive their championship hopes. This race, the championship battle's not over yet.
Oh, man. Major drama here as you come down to the last 2 minutes. And we are going to have the white flag next time by.
Well, as it stands right now, as they're now coming into essentially the Bartel's Road, as they're now coming into the Brabham Strait, still lots of things to go though, as
Watch
Fuji... Ooh, Fujikawa Uruka almost causing a calamity against Rie. Oh, they're slamming their tires against each other as they're now coming down towards the race course. I don't think the white flag is going to be flying at the end of this lap. We should have 2 laps to go, as now Uruka's going to clear the lap car. Tebo Miami, who's going to be seeing her championship go down like, well, dust. Speaking of which, where is Jelly Hoshimi right now? We want to see where her position is.
Dropping down to 16th, was as low as 17th.
And no rear wing! And no rear wing too!
Jesus! Let's look at the replay.
Oh, got slammed by Hina. We got at least 2 drivers possibly causing neutrals everywhere to be excited. Now that the giant has been slain down, the jelly has been sliced down into cubes, little cubes. Yeah.
Oh, man. This is crazy stuff, ladies and gentlemen. Might Aruka have a slow enough finish to get the victory, or she's gonna go for one more lap? This is not gonna be. I don't think this is gonna be the white flag. Time is running dry. Time is running thin as we come down to the last part of the track, and the white flag does go up.
as I predicted, because she has the 2-second lead over Sheena, and she really doesn't want to lose that so soon. Speaking of which, where is Jelly Hoshiomi in the positions?
18.
We want to know. And
Still
almost a lap down as well. As you can see,
ruin.
Uruka's now in the hunt. Uruka and oh, you can see here, Sheena's gonna be in the hunt as well.
Oh man, we are gonna have a massive title fight, barring potential criticality issues toward the end. Oh, Sheena!
Oh, and Sheena bottles it. Sheena bottles it. And around one few corners to go, she absolutely rode over one of the cars, and that's not gonna be what she wants.
A popular meat shop which includes pork. Very interesting. Oh man!
Oh, and she got slammed from the outside, from the rear.
Oh man! Lots of things happening here. Haruka trying to maintain her lead. NASA wants to get her very first podium in PhaseCar, coming down to the last couple turns. It's gonna be a spicy championship title hunt heading into Monterrey, but it's gonna be Haruka who's gonna get her second win of the season. She is your winner here at Adelaide.
Oh,
second
man.
is NASA does get her first PhaseCar podium. Third, Sheena. Remy fourth. Rooney fifth.
What a race this has been. The title fight now opening up like jelly. I can't really think of a lot of basically analogies to point out, but you saw how chaotic the race went. You see Jelly Hoshiomi, this massive gap just closed down overnight. Oosh.
This is dramatic stuff here.
We have a championship battle on our hands here. Whew. Jelly Hoshiomi now down in 21st. Just wanted to point out as well, she finishes outside the points.
Oh no! Come on, sound effect. Come on, sound effect. Come on, sound effect. It's being delayed. The sound effects are being delayed again.
Oh no!
There we go.
Yeah. Just massive crazy things that have been happening in this championship battle here. It's now going to go down to the wire at Monterrey, as we mentioned here. Well, as I mentioned, I will still be available for the final races. And for this final race in Monterrey, it's just going to be a big case of who's going to be edging ahead of who, and who's going to be surviving this final carnage that we're about to see.
Yeah, Jelly's race basically got butchered. Yeah, that analogy by Chrono in the chat is quite accurate here. Anyway, Arena avoided previous race winner's curse, luckily.
All right,
but we're gonna have to lock in the points. Go ahead.
Yeah, so Fujikawa Uruka will be your race winner. Utsuta Nasa will get her first podium. Amarigawa Sheena third. Remy Nefes with another great race to keep herself in title contention. Rooney Roos fifth. Kaminari Kuro sixth. Ramani seventh. Akushika Yuri eighth. Kanagi Loki ninth. And Grand Pico 10th. Makina Arena is in 11th with Shisui Michiru 12th, ISAU 13th, Komachi Paco 14th, Kokoromo Memory 15th, Rinko Shelley 16th, Chisaka Aries 17th, Sayara Rockton 18th, Kaneka Lumi 29th, and this is Dokuro is in 20th. Jelly Hoshiomi is in 21st with Hikanari Hina 22nd, Amy Sami 23rd, Pepe Pepa 24th, Mumuya 25th, Tema Miami 26th, and Hime Miyarie 27th. All of them finished the race.
Wow, everyone finished the race. And the sound effect again being delayed. There we go. Yeah. Did I miss a name? Did I miss a name? Malia, Iris, Saya, Lumi, Dizzy. Okay, I'm missing Jelly's name. And yeah, that's Jelly. Hina, Pippa, Muyu, Tenma, Rie, and yep, I'm missing another name somewhere. Let's see. We have You Fishing 13, Penko, Memory 15, Leah, Irie, Saya, Lumi, Dizzy, Jelly, Hina. I'm missing Amy's name. And that's all 27. It's all 27, and we'll also add points to pull for whoever won this crazy race.
And as Amanagawashina got the pole position, so can't wait to see how much of a point swing that we have been seeing so far.
Yeah, let's see how it is with let's see how it is with how critical things are.
I think we still have a few title contenders. We still have a few title contenders coming to the final race.
Yeah, let's see how critical we are, and still slightly, very slightly critical, but we have even more breathing room. It is looking good. I think we might as well be able to award a title this morning. So let's see how it is. Let's have a look at the names of the drivers that are in the championship contention, and look at that, 7 names. 7 names are still all within 51 points of each other. Tenma is exactly 51 points behind the leader. Go ahead.
So essentially for Tema Miami though, with Pole giving you 1 point and a win giving you 50, Tema Miami needs to hope that the other 5 title contenders just don't finish inside the points, and then hope Jelly Hoshiumi of course doesn't finish inside the points, and Tema Miami gets both the pole and the win at Monterrey. It's going to be very unlikely, but we'll have to see how it goes. So it's very much a very nerve-wracking finale to look into.
Oh, Amy, minus 50 exactly. Tenma minus 51. So yeah, let's see. Sheena and below must win. Tenma must win from pole. Let's see. Remy has 2 wins. Tiebreaker won't work because Jelly has a second. Remy's next finish down is third. So I suppose third from pole for Remy, and then Loki must get third. So Jelly, my goodness, Jelly's looking pretty good for title finish. It's going to be a solid house serving the best cuts indeed. All right, so I'm going to reset the stream recording, and then we are going to head to Mexico for one last fiesta in the PhaseCar season at Fundidora Park in Monterrey.
Yes, ay caramba, that is that. So anyways, we'll see you on the final race of the season at Monterrey. Can't wait to see how it goes, Dag. Let's go head on for one more vacation before we head into this final race of the season.
Yes. See you all in a few minutes.
All right.
So it's come down to this one last round. We have 7 drivers still technically in the hunt for the championship, but Jelly still maintains still a healthy 31-point lead as we travel to Monterrey.
Monterrey, a very interesting place in Mexico. Of course, Mexico is a soccer crazed nation, and of course Monterrey has a club that is pretty successful. But anyways, Monterrey having a circuit is a thing that actually surprises me, so I'm just going to see if the info is pretty much correct. And of course we are going to be Fundidora Park, as you mentioned, as we are going to be looking into the champ car races. It's a very interesting track here, basically. Also, I also noticed though, Fundidora Park actually also hosted an A1 GP race. So let's get on to the 3.3 kilometer track to see how the lap looks like.
All right, what's the magic word?
Hit load circuit.
You said load,
And
so let's load. Racing.
And please.
Counterclockwise.
Counterclockwise, as you've seen here, so it's going to be an interesting first few sets of corners. Of course, this being a street circuit, you still see how the track looks like. So there's going to be a lot of slow corners. So if you have a car that could stop very quickly and have a car that is very nimble in the slow corners, you're going to be finding a winner here. So let's go on board with another car. We are now coming on board with Uruka. So around right here, that should be where you can go on board now.
Yeah, street circuit with not much in the way of walls surrounding the track. There's a lot of grass, a lot of runoff. A street circuit, that's a race that looks more like a traditional road course. Very interesting.
So let's go on board. Let's go on board as we are now coming into turn 1. Pretty interesting speed here. Now you're coming into turn 2. Pretty long left-hander. And then coming to the chicane at turn 3 and 4. You know, this track, as we mentioned, is very much punctuated by a lot of these slow corners, as you can see here. And then coming into this next right-hander around turn 5, as I like to call it, another slow corner. You're taking around first or second gear, but I think second gear should be good. Turn 6, a bit of a short flat-out section here, coming into a slow corner. Turn 7 and 8 and 9 and 10, another second gear corner.
More high curves.
More high curves, and then into turn 11, which is a slow corner. Then the turn 12 coming up, which you should be able to go flat out usually, but these type of corners you have to lift off. And then coming into the final 3 corners, turns 13. And then turn 14, you may want to take it around in between second and third gear. And then the final corner, turn 15, a good exit. It's crucial as usual on these main straights, as you are now coming into this long main straight, which should essentially decide the lap here. Let's hit the drive button, or rather, let's hit the finish session to simulate the entire qualifying session.
Yeah, I want to point out something. If you haven't known before, I want to go into splash screen for a bit. If you look in the background, that's Monterrey. That's Monterrey in the background. That's why I chose this background, because that's the venue for this title decider race in Monterrey. I need to quickly get back onto the track here. Yeah. The front stretch, the start finish is near that distinctive building, the Arena Monterrey. As go ahead and set the grid for this race, and see how it is. And what am I doing? Oh man, my finger slipped. We don't want that to happen. Oh, come on now. Oh no, my finger slipped again. Oh no, not like this. We are critical. Okay, let's see what happens, Ember, at pole.
All right, Ember Armani says on pole position with Ramilia Nefes in second place, Caminari Clara third, Hime Maria 4, Komachi Hago 5th, Pekin Pippa 6, Hago Shikayori 7, with the Tani Nasa 8, Jelly Hoshiomi 9, Chisaka Irie 10, ISAU 11, Makina Arena 12, Rooney Roos 13th. Let's go down a bit. 14th.
Irie.
Yeah, so we are now going into 14th.
Yuna.
Fujikura Uruka, Tema Miami 15th, Amy Sami 16th, Shisui Michiru 17th, Mumuyu 18th, 19th go to Kokoro Memory, Rinko Shelia 20th, Hikanari Hina 21st, Digidokoro 22nd, Grand Pico 23rd. Let's like to look into the last 4 cars. And we have Kaneka Lumi 24th, Cyrox 25th, Kanagi Loki 26th, and Amanagawa Shina, who started pole position in the last race in 27th.
Loki, Shina, and all marked down. The drivers that are still in title contention. Jelly with a good starting position. Where is Loki? Not quite a good starting position. Nor Shina. Remy
Nefis is in second, though.
Yeah.
Remy Nefis is in second. And also Tema Miami, by virtue of her not scoring the pole position, she's now also officially out of title contention.
Oh yeah. So strike out her name, Amy. Amy starting off deep. And then we have Arena, and that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 games here. Okay, and everyone is set to go. Yeah. Serving the best cuts. Let's see whose championship hopes remain intact as we get into the final round. Yeah. Oh,
it's gonna be Remilia Nefis. It's Remilia Nefis. Only one position away from leading this race. She needs to outscore Jelly Hoshiumi by 30 plus by over 31 points. And as it stands right now, based on the permutations here, with Jelly Hoshiumi in 9th, and if positions stay that way, actually, Remilia Nefis might actually be able to win this championship, given that 9th place is only 14 points, and I think she might be able to win by around 3 points.
40 minus 14 and 40 minus 14 and.
Okay, never mind. It's not enough. But I think if, let's say, Nefis manages to get this win, if she wins and, of course, Jelly stays in 9th, then I'll absolutely say that she wins the title, Remilia Nefis.
All right, we'll see how it is. A lot of live math going on here. Perhaps some position changes as we go along. Maybe some cars flying out and crashing out. We're just gonna see what happens here as we get to racing. Final round here at Fundidora Park. Are you ready?
Well, we are all ready as always. Dak, let's hit the next session and then hit race. Can't wait to see how this final race of the season goes as Emma Armani and Remilia Nefis sit on the front row. Oh, the suspense is killing me.
Yeah. 21 minutes of action. Let's get the show on the road. The title decider here in Monterrey.
Let's hit the race button.
All right, here we go. Here come the 4 red lights, soon to turn green. Final round here at Monterrey is green. Off to go.
Oh, it looks like Armani doesn't have a good launch though. Remilia Nefis is probably gonna go down the inside into turn 1 and gonna while immediately switches back into turn 2. Someone's being sent off, and she might be rejoining in the compromising position to Ashelia.
Leah, careful there. Oh man.
She's already run over Iori just a bit as they're now coming into the chicane. It is still going to be Amane now leading this race. Remilia Nefis now drops down to 3rd. Speaking of which, where is Jelly in all of this? He's in 7th now loses out just a bit to Komachi Panko. So it's now 8th place to Jelly. But let's see how he manages. Oh, that's Rico Shelia with an amazing dive bomb. Manages to make contact with Komachi Panko. And now it's just back and forth between the drivers. Jelly Yoshimi might lose another position.
Rico may have cheated at the start and got away with it. Of course,
she went off what?
Not in championship contention, but still. Oh, there's a Pico struggling.
Yeah, also, just wanted to check here. It's a very interesting first lap, though. Only one incident in all of this, and that is, of course, we have Eshelia just almost cutting the first corner there. I think she did cut the first corner. Oh, here comes the big crash. ISAU's lost her rear wing, and you saw how it already bunched up. I don't think we have any more time to essentially rewind it. Tema Miami now having a greatest race of her life, as you now see here.
ISAU, who's dead last in the championship, having to stop at pit lane.
Ugh.
ISAU might as well being the heroine to avert the points criticality entirely.
Oh, ISAU. Oh my goodness. But anyways, just wanted to check on to the rest of the field here. Ember Amani just continuing to control this race.
Ember
and Ramila Nefis though. Yeah, Ember Amani now in control of the lead here in this race. Who started on pole position, I believe. Ramila Nefis is in second, and looking at Jelly Hoshiomi is now down in ninth. As it stands right now, it's possibly not going to be enough. I think it's not going to be enough just yet, but I believe that if let's say either Jelly loses more positions, she drops down to maybe 11 for 12, or Remilia Nefis takes the win here, then it's going to be Remilia Nefis who's going to be winning this this championship.
And Ember taking advantage of a good start, leading after 2 laps. The only driver still having yet to record a podium finish in PhaseCar. Of course, we saw Utatane Nasa currently running on 5th, getting her very first podium in just a previous race at Adelaide. So good job to Nasa there, and also pretty good start to the race for her.
Anyways, we now get to see a few more cars still running here. We still have Tema Miami now down in dead last, ISAU down in 26, and based on what we are seeing here, we might see something. Let's look back into Remilia Nefis though. Let's look back into Remilia. Let's see where she is right now. She is currently in second place, now trying to defend against Clara.
Going into the
now Tema Miami yes, also Tema Miami is blocking Ember Amani as well.
But
Ember Amani is sent into the wall, and now Remilia Nefis is in the lead. She's gonna be winning the championship at this rate.
Well, look at the replay. Watch out.
It's just Ember Amani just misjudging where Tema Miami was, and Remilia Nefis is gonna be laughing all the way to the bank.
Clara up to second now. Jelly at 9th. Remy taking the lead.
She needs to stay there. She needs to stay.
Yes.
She needs to stay. She needs to stay where it is right now if she wants to take this championship away from essentially Jelly, who has dominated the championship for the first 10 races, and now it's about to come fully crashing down in the final 5 races of the season. Now she is currently in 9th place from what I'm seeing here, Jelly. But as it stands right now, Remilia Nefis is going to be winning the title.
It's still a bit too early to call, though. We have only just gotten through the first 5 minutes of this round, but it's looking pretty darn good. Clear as daylight for the Phase Alias member. I need to look very close to make sure I got her generation name right. Phase Alias. Remilia Nefis potentially being the spoiler to grab the gold star away from the Phase Invader. Jelly's reign of invading may be over pretty darn soon.
Yeah,
unless
we
she
still
could
have 15
full
minutes
send.
to go.
She has improved.
Oh, he goes Jelly and hits Rie, and it's gonna cause even more trouble to Jelly Hoshiomi though.
Jelly improving now, going up to 6.
I think
that could be helpful for her.
Yeah, as it stands right now, it's going to be going the way of back to Jelly Hoshiomi though, but the gap is going to close down, I believe, by about 2 points. It's going to be Jelly Hoshiomi's advantage, but only barely.
looking pretty darn good. You can go ahead and update the points on the spreadsheet if you like, just to have a better idea of who's leading currently.
All right, so we are just going to get some preparations though. So based on current projections here, based on what we're seeing here, Jelly Hoshiumi now, I believe, running in 6th place, if I'm not mistaken.
Yes.
So as it stands right now, Remelia Nefis will lose the title to Jelly Hoshiumi by 6 points. It's still gonna go the way of Jelly Hoshiumi as it stands right now. Remelia Nefis is doing everything she can. She's giving it the best she could in this race with the best result that she can muster. But she really needs to hope that results go in her way. She needs to hope that Jelly Hoshiumi needs to finish at around 9th or lower. If let's say Remelia Nefis is in the lead, because if she right now Jelly Hoshiumi is in 6th, the title will go to the Invader.
Oh man, drama here involving some of these drivers. Nice improving of positioning. Lucky jump of 3 positions with the collisions between Leah and a couple of other drivers, and more drivers stuck at pit lane. Rie, and of course Leah.
Yeah, but it's gonna take one lap car or two to turn everything on its head. And right now Jelly is currently looking at the gaps between herself and the other drivers though. She is pretty safe so far, Remelia Nefis. But oh, you can see a commentary Clara though.
Clara, where's Clara? Where's Clara?
Just ahead of Clara is just ahead of Remelia Nefis right now, and she might cause trouble to Nefis. If Nefis crashes here, then I think the championship might actually just go down to Jelly by default. Oh, lost of rear wing. The rear wing is gone.
Someone lost the rear wing gone. Who lost the rear wing? Who messed up?
Oh yeah,
probably Iori.
Yeah,
probably Iori. Yeah, might as well be her.
Yeah, I just wanted to point on that as well. Speaking of which, Jelly is still in 6th place. Let's focus on Jelly so far, currently.
Looking pretty darn good.
And also looking at the proximity between Pipkin Peppa and Komachi Panko and also Rie, if she doesn't take this thing comfortably, then it's going to open the door for Remelia Nefis to win the title. But as it stands right now, it's still going to go down to Jelly. Remember, don't take too many risks. And Komachi Panko, takes 2 positions in 1.
Oh, that is amazing. Another amazing move at the S's for the Invader. The gap is opening more between the Invader and the Alias member. Oh yeah, Chrono, I am also excited for the Formula Hall World Championship starting next Sunday. But we gotta worry about this amazing race first. Very dramatic early on in this first half here. Fundidora Park, lots of fun happening. Whoa!
And Jelly Hoshiumi now up into 4th place. She's currently in an even more comfortable position to win the title. Again, Remelia Nefis is trying everything she can, but fate is not playing in her hands right now. Jelly just needs to stay where she is right now. Take zero, or rather, take very minimal risk here, because if she wants her gold star right here, then this is gonna be the race where she's gonna be able to do so.
And also at this point, we are currently not critical. It doesn't look like we're critical here. We are not critical. It's looking good for the title to be awarded to Jelly Hoshiumi as we reach the halfway point of the race.
And only half of the race to go before the end of PhaseCar. Remelia Nefis, of course, is still currently racing her way in. Also, just wanted to note here, Formula Hollow, the VTRP Formula Hollow starting next weekend. Also something to be excited about. You know what else is coming in? I just wanted to highlight a few things here. It's a double bill, because we have the Hololive GT3 Japan Series Round 3 at Autopolis, also happening in the same weekend that Formula Hollow is starting in the VTRP. Just wanted to share with you a bit of a fun fact.
Oh yeah. Great races, great Hololive racing coming up into ARO and VTRP. I'm really eager for Hololive GT3 and the FHWC. It's gonna be a real barn burner, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, jelly!
Yep, a barn burner, ladies.
Jelly.
Yep.
Just ran into some problems in a couple races, but it's looking like she's getting back to the swing of things. Just 9 minutes left. Just need to survive the last 9 minutes, and the title should be hers.
Yeah, and you can see how Dag was so excited here to, coming into FHWC in the VTRP, and of course the arrows at Hololive GT3 Japan Series. And also looking at Jelly Hoshiomi, though, as we mentioned here, don't take too many risks, though. Remember, by the way, Azure, just adding that there's also the Hall Stars' Touring Car Series, frontlining for Formula Holo World Championship. So it's a triple bill.
Yeah. So, yeah. We're going to start at around 10:15 a.m. Eastern. 10:15 a.m. Eastern with the opening round of the STCC at Melbourne. And then at the top of the hour at 11 a.m. Eastern, we have the opening 2 rounds of the 2025 Formula Holo World Championship. And it's the VTRP's first and biggest racing series. I am eager for that. I am sure you are eager for that. Chrono's eager. Yeah, a lot of people should be really excited for that. We really need to promote the Formula Holo and STCC more in the VTRP. And already a bunch of promo about Hololive GT3 in the ARO, and I really should do the same thing for Formula Holo and STCC.
But we'll have to. But of course, if you want to talk about promoting series here, it's not just about spreading the word about the next stream. Sometimes you just want to hype about the individual things to note in the series, like for example, the past champions, the gold stars that they have awarded. Because of course, Formula Holo has, I believe, over 10 seasons. It stretched all the way back in 2021. It actually predates the ATAC RMS organization. So there's actually a lot of history to talk about. So why not in the coming days, we're going to be promoting the history of it. Just want to preview who has won the most titles, what to expect, just to give it an extra bit of hype. Can't wait to see how it goes for basically everyone else here, especially for the Hololive members and Hall Stars members who are going to be set to participate in this wonderful series.
Actually, Formula Holo awards Rainbow Stars, not Gold Stars, Rainbow Stars to World Champions. Gold Stars still for STCC, although I still need to apply a Rainbow Star to Joshuiji Shinri's liveries. How have I gone so far without that? That's just nuts. I need to apply that to Gold Star to Shinri's car.
Soon. Anyways, that should be coming in pretty soon, immediately after the stream. But again, it's a happens thing. But anyways, let's get back into topic though. Ramila Neff is still in control, but Jelly Hoshiomi is in a position to win the title. She still needs to clear Komachi Panko. Remember, no more front wings and rear wings lost from this point on. Because you lose the front wing and the rear wing, your championship's done.
Gotta not to be screwed up by the R-Factor demons. And there's also the thoughts of commentators' curse coming into play, and we don't want that to happen. And so we're just invoking it as close as we could with a little over 5 minutes left. And oh man, the drama that's coming in. Oh dear. This is crazy stuff happening, lads. 5 minutes to go.
5 minutes to go before the conclusion of the season has arrived. Jelly Hoshiomi just needs to take it easy though. But right now, looking into the rest of the field that's been bunching up, there's Yuri, there's Roos, there's Pipkin Peppa. Oh, Yuri and Rudy Roos though. Rooney Russo enjoying a good run so far. She's still inside the top 5, looking for a consecutive top 5 finish in the final 2 races of the season to at least line things up.
Yeah, it's still looking fine. There's no criticality still.
So as it stands right now, just wanted to check here. Jelly Hoshiomi still stuck behind Komachi Panko, coming to the final quarter of the race. She again doesn't need to take any more risks. Just stay behind Komachi Panko and just take the big W that comes with winning a gold star, at least in this series. Ooh, looking Pippa though. I saw her struggling just a bit, but I think she's okay.
Pippa?
Yeah, she should be okay right now, but there's a side-by-side battle between side rock.
Pippa isn't
I
okay.
saw the front wing gone. Yeah, front wing's gone. But you can see here, there's Kokoromo Memory though going down the inside of side rocks there.
So that's another driver having to stop in pit lane, who's also in pit lane ahead.
Just wanted to check. I believe there's no one in the pit lane as it stands right now. I think she's the only one who's currently in so far.
That's
but
Sheena just coming out.
Yeah, Sheena just came out, so that should mean that she's already out. Figure Arena is also inside the pit lane as well. Jelly is still in it, but watching out though against Komachi Panko.
Oh no!
Jelly Hoshiomi though.
Oh no! Oh no!
Xiaomi, and that's gonna open the door for him and Nephis to take everything away.
Oh man! Drama with minutes to go here.
And what a finale here to note. And I think she is going to try to stay where she is right now. She's still ahead of Rooney Roos by about a second, but how much longer is it going to be? Right now, Remila Nephis is being relayed of that information on the radio, and she's excited for 1, but 2, Jelly is still... Where's Jelly right now? Down in 5th.
Down in 6th, and positioning's dropping fast. Oh, the Jelly is starting to lose its jiggle.
And it's gonna be melting. It's gonna be melting into a pretty hot liquid from all the anger that's been built up.
10th,
and that's gonna
11th,
and Remilian Nephis though. But there's gonna be one party that's gonna be enjoying all of this. Remilian Nephis has been in the lead for the earliest stages of the season. Is now gonna take it back right at the death.
Oh man, it's looking clear as daylight. Needing second or better as third from not a start pole wouldn't be enough, but now Jelly is out of the position looking like, and let's have a look at things there.
Jelly's in 13th.
2 to go.
Jelly's in 13th.
2 to go.
Yeah, two laps to go here. Jelly Hoshiomi is now dropped down to 13th. This is going to be a surefire chance as Remila Nephis now laps Jelly Hoshiomi. What a statement it has been for Remila Nephis. She started on the front row, needs to take this lead when she needs it the most, and the opportunity presented itself. Remila Nephis is now just well over 1 lap away from the biggest championship upset that we have ever seen in PhaseCar.
Yeah. What a magical run for Remila Nephis.
Just needs to take it easy though. Coming into the final sets of corners, coming into 1 lap to go.
Oh, a few drivers in pit lane late in the round. The number of drivers in the lead lap reducing to just this single screen.
So right now we are just going to go see Remila Nephis though coming across the final corner to start the final lap of this season. Let's see how it goes.
White flag is waved. 1 lap to go in PhaseCar Season 2. Remy 1 lap away from the title as we see not much happening from Amy, but here she comes, Remila Nephis. Oh, might as well
So
be Heartbreak City for Jelly outside of the points.
Yeah, outside the points, and what a way to end this season so far. As we mentioned there, literally the biggest championship upset that we have seen in the history of PhaseCar for the foreseeable future. When was the last time someone has actually bottled an 80-point lead? Just want to give you a question.
I don't know. Probably not to ever in any VTRP series. Good lord. Coming down to the last few turns.
Dak, welcome her home.
Yes, welcome her home. It's gonna be a victory. Just need to, come home. Remy finishes first, and just need to confirm that points criticality would finish. Yeah, just need to check, especially on Dizzy. It looks like she's gonna finish outside and in that position, and that locks it down. Ramelia Nephis is your Season 2 champion.
Oh man, what a season that has been. You saw the gaps just closing. The Ramelia Nephis is now going to be celebrating like there's no tomorrow on the radio, and probably for the next few hours and days she's going to be putting that gold star on her car as the is about to start pretty soon. Man, oh my goodness, you can't think of a better championship script than this.
Lucky number 13 comes home with the gold here in Monterrey.
Alright, so right now Ramelia Nephis is going to be enjoying it with a bit of a back end sliding and all that stuff. Just want to give a bit of a credit though, where it's due though, for Jelly. She tried to get into a bit of a dominant run, but her final 5 races just fell down very, very flat. And of course, where did actually Jelly finish in all this? Just wanted to double check.
Jelly finished 12th. Which
this would mean one thing actually. The final gaps, Ramelia Nephis is from a 30-point deficit. It will turn it into a 6-point advantage. Now in the final race of the season, Ramelia Nephis has to absolutely enjoy this moment.
Oh yes, and special shout out to Amber getting her very first podium.
In addition to her pole position, if I am not mistaken.
Yeah, gonna get 41 points there.
Wow, what a great...
We'll bring in the points and confirm the championship to Remy in a massive upset. Yes, so we're just going to run out the results. Ramelia Nephis gets her 3rd win of the season, and Emramani's 2nd, Utatane Nasa 3rd, Kanagi Loki 4th, Shisui Michiru 5th, Kanaka Lumi 6th, Fujikar Uruka 7th, Mumuyu 8th, and then ISAU 9th, Rooney Roos 10th, Kaminari Clara is at 11th, Jelly Hoshiumi has her championship undone by the final races of the season, and then we have Kokoromo Memory 13th, Chisaka Airi 14th, Hikanari Hina 15th, Pipkin Pippa 16th, Himemiya Ria 17th, Saya Cyrox 18th, Amanagawa Shina 19th, and Rinko Shelia 20th. Temama Amy 21st, Amy Sami 22nd, and then Komachi Panka 23rd, Dizzy Dokuro 24th, Hakushika Yori 25th, Makina Erina 26th, and Grand Pico finishes last in the last race here in this season. Adak, thank goodness. Ooh. We do have ourselves a title winner. And amazingly, that's not who most people would expect coming into this morning's stream. A massive upset in the making, and in the final round, it's Remy stealing the victory here. Mumu finished in 8th for 16 points, and I'm gonna add in a bonus point for Ember, and that will confirm it. That will confirm it. Ramilia Nephis takes home the title.
And also, we mentioned here Dizzy Dokuro finishing the race here, which confirms essentially that points criticality doesn't happen. Looks like with the race now finally over, can you explain us the details?
Yes, we shall do so. Lock preview. There we go. Rami is the champion. So,
all right, so
let's see. I'm gonna neaten things up in the standings. So your final top 5.
also just wanted to give a bit of a confirmation though. Hikanari Hina and Komachi Panko are tied for 15th place, but because Hikanari Hina have won compared to Komachi Panko, who has the best result of 3rd back at Haref, this will mean that Hikanari Hina now actually has 15th place.
Yeah, there's your top 5 as it stands. Ramilia Nephis 284, Jelly 278, Loki 268, Sheena 227, Arena 223, and also as a mere formality, just to finalize things. Let's see. I will post a full points table. I'll finalize the full points table. Yeah. The criticality is no longer applied here. We will have a gold star winner.
All right, so we are just going to share the final championship standings.
Yes. Here are indeed the final standings. Yeah, it is indeed a slaughterhouse here. There we go. The full point table as it stands.
So you can see here, Ramilia Nephis turned it from a... I just wanted to give a bit of a highlight, though. If you look at the history of the entire thing, if you look back at the previous editions here, especially coming into like the final 3 races of the season, it was a 52-point gap held by Jelly Hoshiumi. And then even further back, though, just wanted to double check on a bit of a thing. If you want to look at how much of a gap Jelly Hoshiumi had, the biggest gap that she has had, I believe, was around a 80-point gap. But that has absolutely been erased by a very horrid final 5 races of the season. But you can see here, Ramilia Nephis takes the championship. Congratulations! And again, a reminder: Hikanari Hina takes 15th place by virtue of her having a win over Komachi Panko's only podium of the season.
Yeah, 15th place for Hina, despite what this says. Yeah, the win should be apparent here. Yeah, so ISAU will finish with the wooden spoon in the championship. One of 2 drivers who failed to crack 100 points. Yeah. If you know what I meant by points critical, if you knew what I meant, then good for you. Just don't say anything. Yeah. In this instance, nothing happened, and Ramilia Nephis is, of course, the champion. There we go.
So with that being said, let's finish off the stream with a bit of a hype thing for Formula Hollow World Championship. So Dak.
Yeah. Here it is. Formula Hollow World Championship 2025 starting next Sunday. on the Vtuber YouTube. We're gonna have the first STCC round first with the Hall Stars members at 10:15 a.m. Eastern, and then at around 11 a.m. Eastern, we will proceed with the opening 2 rounds of the World Championship, and I can't wait for the World Championships to commence in for Hololive and Hall Stars Racing, and also Hololive GT3 in the ARO. This next weekend is going to be so hype!
Right, so we'll just see how it goes. Again, the excitement is always so palpable. So, but anyways, just wanted to. Well, don't worry. We'll be sharing all of the previews here. We will be cross promoting on both the ARO and VTRP Twitter channels. So, with that being said, Dag, this has been a very nice season of PhaseCar racing. Even there were so turbulent things along the way, and Remula Nefes ended up taking the big W and having the gold star. Congratulations to her. Can't wait for the next season, and of course can't wait for FHWC and of course Hall GT3 coming up. That being said, Dag, thanks for having me here, and I'll see you next week.
Yes, thanks for coming in, Doc. Thanks for your commentary, and of course I want to thank you all for tuning in to PhaseCar Season 2. We actually get to award a championship to Vermilion Memphis in an upset, so I'm happy with how things finished. I can't wait for Formula Hollow GT3 and the STCC coming next weekend. In the VTFE, I'll see you on Sunday morning, 10:15 a.m. Eastern, for the big stream in the VTRP. So have a great week ahead. We'll see you all next weekend for Formula Hall action. Take care, everyone, and have a great week. Bye for now.
Alright, see you everyone. And Otsudak to everyone.